Correct, exactly. And apart from this one, I would like to tell you that IELTS is applicable in the whole world.
Okay, sir.
Even if you, yeah, if you're, suppose for example, if you're going to a country like Gulf countries, if you're going for a job, even it will be there applicable. Getting it? And apart from
Okay,
this
sir.
one, there are many other countries as well that you can go for IELTS any. Means with any
Okay.
bands. Means what? You can just say, if you're going in Gulf countries, they are asking for 6 bands, around 6.5 or 6 bands. Then if you're going in Canada, they're asking for 7 or 7.5 something. Or sometimes 8 bands in America or Australia something. All right. Now,
Yes,
would
sir.
like to tell you one more thing is what, as you are completely clear with your vision of cracking IELTS, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, one of my another student is there, Miss Jaza. She'll be coming tomorrow. So you have only with me today. All right. So
Okay,
I
sir.
don't want you to waste your time. That's why I've just got the lecture today itself. Apart from
Okay,
this
sir.
one, now today we are going to start with the easiest one. Okay. As you know
Yes,
well
sir.
that there are 4 modules we have in IELTS, and those are what? Reading, writing, listening, and speaking.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you ever tried them before?
Yes, sir.
How did you try this?
I love reading actually. I really love reading.
Okay, you love reading. And
Reading
so
books.
what, okay, what sort of books have you read till now?
I have read The Diary of a Young Girl by Anna Frank.
Amazing.
I have
I have
also
seen
yes.
there was an yeah, exactly. I have seen there was an article as well in reading passages long time ago of Anna
Yes, sir.
in reading session. Yes, exactly. You are right. And what else have you read?
I love to read news. I love to see news.
Okay. If I ask you one question, ma'am, that
Yes.
out of 10, how much are you going to rate yourself in reading?
I don't know, but I may rate 7 or 8.
Okay, that's really great. Means 7 or 8 means so it's a fair number. So, all right, see, today I'm going to start our lecture, means our course. As you know, well, the duration of the course is what, 8 weeks, and we're going
Yes,
to
sir.
have four weeks for each. What do we say? We are going to have two weeks for each modules. All right, as there are
Okay,
four
sir.
modules, that reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So we are going to have classes from Monday to Saturday, Monday to Friday, and Saturday Sunday will be week off. Apart from this one week we are going to go for reading, next listening, speaking, and writing.
Oh,
Okay,
yes, sir.
reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So one week reading, one week listening, one week speaking, and one week writing. Then
Writing.
again the next month we are going to have the same. All right. Yeah,
Oh, yes,
especially
sir.
what do you feel the most complicated in 4 modules?
Writing.
Writing. Exactly. It is the Achilles heel of many of the people over there. And as I've seen, that writing has been very tough for the people. See, I'll give you the tips and hacks later on about writing, especially when we are going
Yes,
to
sure.
have the writing skill set. All right. Now,
Yes,
apart
sir.
from this one, before we go ahead, I would like to clear with you that I'm going to give you the whole data free. All right.
Yes, sir.
You
Thank
won't be
you, sir.
charging any sort of cost for that data. And with the audio, with videos, and with the tips, with the hacks, with the books, each and everything will be given to you. All right.
Okay, sir. Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah, so you have to practice. Yeah, you have to practice through that data, and if you have any questions you can ask me directly. So now
Yes, sir.
today I'm going to start with our IELTS first lecture, and that's what I'm going to start with, the easiest one, and that's what, reading. All right,
Yes, sir.
good. All right, let's have a look here. Yeah, good. So as you know well, reading, as you could rate yourself, that you could rate yourself around 7 to 8 in reading, right? Now
Yes,
reading is
sir.
really very easy. As I, according to me, reading is really very easy. We are going to go through some of the, see, this is what the whole data we have over here for IELTS. All right. So in this one we have writing, we have speaking. I hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Good. So this is what speaking, this is what writing folder, and these are the folders for listening and reading. All right.
Yes, sir.
So it will help you a lot with IELTS formats and all. Each and everything is there. So before we go ahead, I would like to show you something regarding writing, 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 listening, 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 listening. See, first of all, these are the modules which we have in IELTS. Okay, as you could see over here, see the modules. Listening is what? For 30 minutes. All right. Forget listening right now. Reading we are going to focus on. We are going to have 60 minutes exam. I think you might be knowing this before, as I think you have attended my webinar as
Yes,
well.
sir. Yes, sir.
Correct? 60 minutes
Yes,
we
sir.
have, and we have 3 sections over there, and there are 40 questions. Now, one more thing I would like to give you according to this one. Just a minute. Huh? Reading IELTS types of questions and reading modules. Yeah. So see, first of all, reading modules is what? Now, if you see here, the IELTS reading components consist of 3 sections. The text section of the academic further come from the authentic sources such as magazines, journals, books, and newspapers. You don't have to go for this one as you're going for migration, right? Next one,
Yes,
for
sir.
general training, you're going to see there, the text is for the general training could include advertisements, leaflets, and instruction manuals. The reading components takes around 60 minutes, and there are 40 questions we have. Now, point number one, how do you read? Suppose if I give you directly the data of IELTS, if you see over here, just a minute, huh? We have the booklet number one, and if I just open this book, as it is in front of you, task of reading. See here, passage 2, passage 1. Yeah, as you could see over here, this is the passage 1 of reading. All right, and it will
Yes, sir.
contain from question 1 to 12. All right, now if I tell you to read this passage, this one and this one, how much time will you take to read them,
I will need
both the
minimum
pages?
10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, you'll take 10 to 15 minutes. But ma'am, I'd like to tell you one more thing is what you will have to increase your reading speed. Okay, a little bit
Yes,
more.
sir.
Apart from this one, there are some tips and strategies we have for IELTS. Point number one is what? Reading with speed. Now, most of the people are there, they're committing mistakes. What? They read very slowly and they just see even a single line. Why? Just for seeking the answers. You can do two types of reading over there. All right, what are the two types of reading we have? For example, if you're looking for the questions first, okay, and then you're reading, it will go very harder and very tough for you. Why? Because the questions will be in your minds and you'll be looking for the answers, which is appropriately not good. All right, point number one, if you are going for the questions and then you are reading it, then it will become very difficult for you. Point number one, so you'll have to read faster with the speed. Apart from this one, you can do the second type of reading is what? Scanning. Do you know scanning? What is scanning exactly?
To keep in mind what is in front of our eyes.
Okay. No, see, over here scanning means what? You are just going to admit there only the important points. You're going to admit there only important points. While practicing, you need to keep that highlighter with you. Then whenever you'll find there an important key point is there, highlight it. For example, you'll come to know their numbers. Okay. Suppose for example, some kind of numbers are there. If they have given the article of numbers, for example, flat number 101, flat number 103, flat number 104 will have all the facilities. Flat number 102 and flat number 107 will not have any sort of facilities. Suppose this example is there, okay? And if they are asking you in the question, what flat 102 has all the facilities, true or false? So you should know the flat numbers. Means what? You're going to focus on numbers. Point number one. Are you getting the points?
Yes, sir.
Good. Numbers. The next one, numericals. It could be in points. It could be in percentage. It could be minus, plus. All the, what do we say? Punctuation marks are there. Like for example, mathematical symbols. Plus, minus, ampersand. Correct? You're going to focus on them. That if for example, if they have shown in Russia, the temperature is what? Minus 45. So you're going to just pick up that minus 45 over there. In Russia, the temperature is minus 45. So you're going to focus especially on that minus 45. So it will give you, suppose in the question, if they are giving in Russia, the temperature is plus 45. don't get just hesitated with this one. The moment when they're saying numericals, you're going to add their all the numbers with the symbols with it. All right. Then next one, apart from this one, important words. You're going to focus on important words. All right. What sort of important words are you going to have over here? For example, if they're giving there flat number 102 will have all the facilities, including lift, parking, and water supplying. Next, flat number 103 will have all the facilities, including parking and lift. There is no water supplying. Now, if they are giving in the question, what is the flat which is giving, which is containing all the facilities, so they will be giving their 4 options. Now suppose I'll tell you one more thing. What sort of questions are we going to have in IELTS reading? We can have multiple choice questions. For example, it can be true and false, it can be yes or no, it can be not given there. I'll give you some more examples later on as well. All right, so important key points you're going to key points you're going to remember. Okay. Point number 3. If you see here, point number 3, whenever they are going to give you the questions to solve, just read the questions carefully. Read the questions and instructions carefully. Why? Because it happened with me as well. मेरे साथ में भी क्या हुआ था? They have given their in the first query they have given their true and false. All right, true and false. Give the answers according to the true and false. So we had to write there true and false at the time. But in the next one, they have given the instructions that write the answers with yes or no. Yes or no. And I have written there. What did I write there? I have written there true and false. Instead of writing yes or no, they have given completely wrong. Man, they have given it completely wrong. For example, if I give there an example, room number 102 has all the facilities. Okay. Now, this is the instruction they have given, that yes or no, and I have written here true. Instead of writing yes, they will give you 0 marks over there. Big no, big X. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
If they have asked you to write their yes or no, you're going to write the answer in yes and no only. And if they have asked you to write in true and false, you're going to write there in true and false only. You're not going to put there anything else apart from this one. Is that clear? And if they haven't given this yes or no or not given, that's it. All right.
Yes, sir.
Next one. In reading, always remember you can do 2 types of reading: speed reading and scanning. And if you're good with it, if you're good with it, that if you are speaking, means what, you're just, sorry, not speaking, if you are just reading the questions over there, all right, and then you're going for reading. After reading the questions, you're going for reading, it is also good. You'll come to know what exactly the questions they have asked you. If you have good memory to catch up the questions over there for the answers, so you can go with it. All right, so both would be appreciable. Apart from this one, as you could see there, passage number 1 is there, 1 to 12. I'll give you the first trick. The golden trick of IELTS reading is what? Point number 1, do not give the more time to question 1, means what, the passage 1 is there, right? Passage 1, you will contain there 1 to 12 questions, correct? Just give there the least time. Why? Because passage 1 is the most easiest passage. Point number 1. As you know well, we are going to have the 3 passages for reading. Passage 1, next passage 2, and next passage 3. All right, only 3 passages will be there, which will contain 60 minutes. So you'll have to transfer the answers, and you'll have to read them, and you have to find the answers as well in 60 minutes only. Then I'm going to give you, apart from this one, some more 10 to 15 minutes for transferring the answers. All right. Now, according to me, you are going to spend maximum 15 minutes. 15 or maximum 15 to 17 minutes. All right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Why? Because if you are wasting your more time over here in the first passage to find the answers, it will get very, very difficult for you to for a second and for the third one as well. So point number one, you are going to just spend around 15 to 17 minutes in the first passage for 12 questions. All right. Next one. In the next one, you will find that the second passage, see, you will have to just finish it in 15 minutes maximum with a stopwatch time. Then in the second one, if you're going, you will find that, see, 1 to 7 questions are there, and then 8 to 10, and there's some 11 and 12, two questions. They will ask you some multiple questions over there. Next one, reading passage 2. Okay, in the passage 2, you are going to invest your around I could see there 20 minutes maximum. For the rest of the questions, you're going to have there only 20 minutes, and you will have here 13 to 27 questions. 13 to 27 questions you're going to have. You're going to put there only 20 minutes. That's all. Why 20 minutes? Because I do believe the middle passage, the second passage is the toughest passage, and the third passage is the toughest passage. So one of them could be the toughest one. Do not waste your time with the passage one. Point number one. Then you are going to go for 13 to 27. There'll be the questions. And now here 28 to 40. 28 to 40 questions you're going to have over here in the last section. All right. And you're going to invest your only 13 minutes over here, according to me. Why? No, just a minute. Sorry. 23 minutes. Sorry. All right. 23 minutes. Why? Because last one is the toughest one. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You will have there. First one is the most easiest one. Next one is what the little tougher, and this one is the toughest. So what tougher I do say, if you're good with reading, you're going to crack it easily. Point number one. Apart from this one, I would like to tell you, if you're going to waste your more time in your first one, you will have problem with the second and the third one. What happens with my colleagues, what happened with my colleagues in the past is what they started wasting the time in the reading passages, and they started writing with the notes. आपको पता रहेगा, some of the students are there, they are just writing the notes over there, right, with the pencil and all. Whenever they
Yes,
find the
sir.
answers, they find the answers and they write it down, they jot it down with the pencil, right? And then they think that, yeah, at the end we are going to just transfer the answers into the answer sheet, right? It is
Yes,
absolutely
sir.
wrong way. Sorry to say this, it is absolutely a wrong way. If you want, so you can just use your pencil and you can just transfer your answers at the time only, but do not wait for the end that you're going to transfer your answers. If you are correct with it, and if you're feeling that you could do the third passage first, you could do it. And if you are not going to waste your time more with passage one, you can go for passage one as well. All right. But see, remember, you are going to remember all these points in your minds. All right. Point number
Yes, sir.
two, and then passage number three. Now we are going to talk about the questions, as I'm going to teach you one today, one lesson of our reading. All right. So I'm going to show you over here how are they going to ask you questions over there. If I go through passage one, this is what passage one, see the instruction they have given. You should spend about 20 minutes on question 1 to 12 according to them. They are saying 20 minutes, 20 minutes, and 20 minutes. For 60 minutes you're going to expend there, but I do believe maximum 17 minutes you are going to spend there in this paragraph. Then which are the best on reading passage 1 below? Read the passage accordingly, and then you're going to have some questions over here. Now 1 to 7 questions are there. Use the information in the text to match the people listed AE with the opinions listed 1 to 7 below. Write the appropriate AE letters in the boxes. Getting it? 1 to 7 on your answer sheet. Some people match more than one opinion. See, last sentence. Focus on this one. Some people match more than one opinion. Means what? Means what? If you're writing two answers even, they will give you correct. And if you're writing only single answer, they will give you correct, no problem at all. But if you're writing more than one, it is also correct. There is no problem at all. Getting it? Now, it doesn't matter that it will again give you the same questions. So you will have to read the question appropriately. You'll have to read the instructions properly. Now, Dr. Broca, Dr. Bremington, and they have given these other Professor Turner and all the examples. So you're going to write the answers in them. Now, question 1 to 7. Human beings started how to preference for right headness with their first developed language. So according to them, see, monkeys do not show species specific preference for left or right headness. Now, whose opinion it was? It was what Mr. Brinkman. Okay. So B they have written. And if you see the same definition has given by Charles Moore also and for Dr. Broca, you are going to write there two names. That's what A and D. A and D. It will be completely correct. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So ultimately, you are going to spend there only 15 minutes in reading this one, this passage. This is what first type of question. So 1 to 7 question, you're going to just have them reading with the minds. Next one, society is prejudiced against left-handed people. Whose instruction was it? Mr. Charles Moore or Professor Turner? You're going to write the answers like this in the answer sheet. Have you ever seen the answer sheet of IELTS?
No, sir. I have just seen a question paper for
Okay, for
listening
listening.
test.
Okay, let me show you. If it is with me right now, so I can show you over here that how are they going to give you the answer sheets. No, I don't have it with me right now, but I'll show you definitely that how are they going to give you the answer sheets and you are going to write them. All right,
Yes, sir.
surely I'll show you this tomorrow. Don't, no problem at all. They're going to give you the paper of British Council, okay, in which you will have two columns for 20 blocks. For 20 blocks, you're going to write there. All right.
Yes,
A,
sir.
B, C, D, and all. So you're going to write there the answers according to the question. So question one, they will be having, they would be giving there already question one. So you'll just have to write there answer A, B, or C, or D, whatever the answer is there. So have you understood the question 1 to 7? How are
Yes,
the
sir.
question they're going to ask? So
Yes.
like this, they're going to give you some answers over here, and you have to find out and you have to give the answers over there. Next one. Now, using the information in the passage, complete the table below. Write your answers in boxes 8, 10 on your answer sheets. All right, 8 to 10 on your answer sheet. You're going to write there. Now, if they have given you, for example, percentage of children left-handed. If you see there in the passage, you might have seen there. अब मैं आपको एक चीज बता, now I'm going to tell you one more thing is what? Children with left-handed. As I've given you this key point before. Read the questions carefully, true and false. No. Key points. Are you seeing here key points? These are the
Yes,
most
sir.
important thing. I'll tell you one more thing. What over here? If you're going to handle it over here, for example, left-handed children, just highlight this point and just see whose name is there, especially who has given the opinion about it, and you're going to write down the full answer over here in front of it. This is what the blank one. This is what the blank one. This is the blank one. Next one. Both parents left-handed. Now, left-handed is not the main thing. Parents. Now, for example, both parents left-handed. This is what you're going to just have the key points. Both parents left-handed, and just write it down over here. Both parents left-handed. I'm just writing it down just to show you. See if you hear. See left-handed and then children. Children means what? Both the children, 2 3 children. If a family is there and they have their 4 children to them, and 2 of them are left-handed, you're going to just consider them with children. Now, point number 3, which I'm going to focus over here, and that's what? Singulars and plurals. You know why? Because many of my classmates at the time of demos of IELTS, they have committed the same mistake. If they are asking, if they will give you the question something like this, for example, left-handed child, are you going to write, sorry, are you going to write there the answer of children? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to write that the answer of children? If they have asked you left-handed child, so are you going to write that the answer of
No, only
children?
one child is a singular and the children is plural.
Correct, correct, exactly. So they may ask you such questions. For example, left-handed children, you're going to write there the answer. Suppose, for example, if they have given the answers over there, A, B, C, D, and all, so Mr. A is there, so you're going to write there A. And if they have given you left-handed child, means what it is singular, just go and check out in the passage exactly they have seen children or child, and if it is not given there, so you can just give that the answer not given. Getting it? So
Yes, sir.
these are the main points, singular and plural, you're going to just focus on with them. Apart from this one, next one, if you see here, whose statement is was one parent left-handed, one parent right-handed. Parent and parents. See, both parents, singular and plural, just focus on them. Both parents are right-handed. Whose answer it was, you can write down over here. So this is what question 8 to 10. 8, 9, 11. 9 and 10. Getting it? 8, 9 and 10.
Yes,
Next
sir.
one. Question 1 to 12. Sorry, 11 to 12 means what you're going to have only two questions. 11 and 12 questions. Choose the appropriate letters A to D and write them in the boxes 11 and 12 on your answer sheet. Now, if you see, as I've told you, that you're going to get the answer sheet over there in IELTS exam, and that answer sheet will contain some boxes over there. So if they have given already, I'll show you directly on your Excel sheet. As you could see over here, numbers are there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are seeing here 11, right? They will be giving you like this only the sheet which will contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after 11 you're going to write that the answer. For example, see here, study a study of monkeys has shown that, what is the correct answer? Monkeys are not usually right-handed. Monkeys display a capacity of speech. Monkey brains are smaller than human brains. Monkey brains are asymmetric. This is the answer. You are just going to write there only D. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is what the answer you're going to write in such cases. For example, here, if they have given the answer A, E, you're going to write there the answers like, for example, true and false, you're going to write there yes, no. If they're going to give you
The
the
true
true and
and false.
false,
True and false.
sorry. For true and false, you're going to write the true and false, right? Getting it? For yes or no, you're going to write the yes or no. Now, one of the most important topic. So you're going to write the answers in such cases, all right? Now, I'll give you one more example of reading that you are going to have further questions. Question number, I'm just going to put there, read the questions. Question number 4. Yeah, you'll be containing, sorry, you'll be containing there the kinds of questions. Write one word answers. Okay? If they asked you like this, write one word answer. All right? So what are you going to write there? Let me tell you. For example, if they asked you, uh, yeah, if they asked you, what is the quantity of the children in the school they had? Suppose if they ask you a question, what was the quantity of the students in the school they had? All right. What was the quantity of the students in the school they had? All right. Now, if the answer, suppose the answer is 40, are you going to write like this? Miss Apekshita, are you going to write like this?
40. Or we
Yes,
have to
ma'am.
spelling.
Pardon?
Spelling.
Exactly. Now, remember, if you're going to write like this, they will give you 0 marks. Why?
It's all about English and we have to write.
No. See here. If you see here 0 and this 4, how many digits are there?
2.
2. And they have told you to write the answer only in one word, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to write like this. Is this one word?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. You are going to just transfer the answers like this in the sheet. Yes, 40. Done. It is your correct marks. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Same case. I'll give you one more example. If they have asked you, a question is there, and if they have asked you, write 2 or 3. No, only no. 2 or 3 words answers. You're going to write there only 2 or 3 words answers. And if they have given you uh what was the barrier in the what was the barrier at the gates? Suppose if they give you the answer question like this, what was the barrier at the gates? Gate पर barrier क्या था? What was the barrier at the gate? And the answer is what? The tomb of the tomb of Peter. Okay, this was already they have written in the passage. Correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Are you going to write this one there?
They are 4 words.
Right. So how are you going to write it?
Tomb of Peter. Peter.
It is 4. No, it is 3, right? Tomb of Peter. What about this? The
No idea about it, sir.
now I'll tell you one more thing. See, tomb of Peter. If you're going to write it, it will not give you the correct one. You are going to write it intelligently. What's that? Peter's tomb.
Yes,
Done.
sir. Okay.
This is what exactly you have concluded the same answer with 2 words. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If they have asked you answer only in 2 words, and if you're writing like this, and if you're writing even the tomb of Peter, you can't write. Can you write like this? Peter tomb Peter?
No.
No, they will give you wrong. You are going to write like this. Means what? These are containing one word. Another one is what? Second word. This is what? 2 words answer. It is absolutely correct. And this is what becoming what? 4, which will be absolutely wrong according to the questions. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Getting it? So this is what you're going to use your brain and you're going to answer over there. As I came to know in my mind, this one, so I've just given you the example over there. Now next one, if we go according to the next one, so you're going to just write down the answers according to your answers in the answer sheet. According to the writer, left-handed people are what? They have undergone hardship of years or untrustworthy. So you're going to write that the answer C. C in the, I'm just giving you the example. Question 12, C. So you're going to just write it there. Question 12, 13, whatever, you're going to write then the answer. Next one. If you see here passage 2. So 1 to 13, they have finished with passage 1. Now, if you see here 13 to 27 questions you're going to have here, you should spend about 20 minutes according to them. But you are going to go according to yourself, 17 or 15 minutes if you're good with it, which are based on reading passage below 2. Okay, this is the passage according to the map. Just have a look here once again. The map is there. Beehives, then beehives, California, United States, beehives, Texas, and this is what United States, America's map is there. Don't waste your more time over here just seeing all these nonsense things, all right?
Sir.
You are going to directly focus on the reading. And whatever you feel, that this is the important word, highlight it there. Or you can just put there a mark of pencil. For example, 2000 commercial beekeepers in the United States, about half migrate. This is the important one. So you are going just going to put there this mark of pencils. At least you'll come to know 2000 commercial beekeepers in the United States of about half migrate means what? What do you mean by this one? This sentence? 2,000 of commercial beekeepers in the United States, about half migrate. If they have given you the answer question, Miss Apekshita, if they have given you the question in the question box, means in the question paper, where are the 1,000 beekeepers? Are you going to write the answer? Hello?
So you are not audible to me.
I'm really sorry. Are you listening to me right now?
So your
Is
voice
it
is.
clear? Hello?
Hello, sir. Your voice is cracking.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Even now?
So wait a
Hello?
minute.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Are you listening me well?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now my question was there. I was just asking you, suppose if they have given the question over here, I'm just zooming it. Just have a look here. If they have asked the question that 2,000 commercial beekeepers in the United States, about half migrate. And if they ask you a question, 1,000 migrants are in Poland, true or false?
False.
False, right?
Yes.
Now, if you think there in the question they have written there 1,000 migrants, right? 1,000 migrants, right?
Yes.
It doesn't mean that they have given the correct answer over there in the question. 1,000 means what? They have written over here already. About half migrates. Means what? Half of 2,000 is what?
1,000.
1,000. So they may ask you some questions like this also. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Means what? They are not going to ask you the exact question over there. Means what? They're not going to ask you who are the half of the 1,000 people are migrate in America. You're not going to write that the bookkeepers like this and like that. They're not going to give you the exact answers. They're going to give you the answers in some kind of numericals like this just to confuse you. But you have to practice at home this one. All right?
Yes, sir.
Especially for reading. And if you have any questions, you can ask me anytime. See
Yes.
this passage, how long it is. This one, starting from here and this whole page. All right? Now you are going to finish it just in 10 minutes, and then for transferring the answers, you're going to get there for 5 minutes. Maximum just spend there 15 to 17 minutes, that's it. And if you're taking 20 even, it is not a problem. All right? Next one. If you see here, the answers they have given in question, fill the gaps. For example, question 13 to 19. This is one of the most important line. These are what one of the most important lines. Why? According to the instructions, you're going to put there the answers. And if you don't know the instructions, then may God help. If they have asked you to put there yes or no, and if you're writing the true and false, it will become wrong. If they ask you one word answer, and if you're writing the two words, it will go wrong. You're going to write it in one word only. For that, you need to read. Now, the flow chart below outlines the movements of migratory beekeepers as described and reading passage 2. Now, complete the following chart. Choose your answers from the box at the bottom of the page and write your answers in 13 to 19 questions on your answer sheet. If you see here, they have given the answers. All right. Now, for example, in February, Californian farmers hires bees to help pollinate almond trees. All right. Now, if they have given this one, here are the answer keys there. See, smoke, chemicals, spray, barrels, set off, pollinate, combs, full, empty, prepare. You are just going to write there according to your questions. In March, beekeepers. Now, if you are going to focus, what are you going to focus in this line, miss?
March.
Exactly, you are right. That you are going to focus especially on March. Just put that there, underline, and just go and search it over there. In March, what beekeepers? In March, beekeepers dash for migration at night when the hives are. What is the important point over here?
Migration.
Migration at night. Migration at night, especially at night. Okay, migration, people are just migrating over there, but at night when the hives are. So number 14, you're going to answer over there, over here. And the bees are generally tranquil, a little, a little. Now a little, you're going to focus on a little dash can ensure that this is the case. So a little, focus on a little, and then you're going to write the answer. Next one, if you see here, the transport their hives to orange groves where farmers dash beekeepers were the placing them on their land. Here are the bees make honey. Now transport to their hives, especially, sorry, you are going to focus on especially orange groves. Okay, now orange grove farmers, where the farmers are doing all these things, you're going to put there the answer in 16. Is that clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Ultimately, you are going to focus on the words, numericals, and adjectives, pronouns, especially, and you're going to use them in your answer keys. For example, after 3 weeks, the the suppers can be taken to a warehouse. Where warehouse? Now, especially, you're going to focus here on supers and then warehouse. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Now, are used to remove the wax and extract the honey from the remove the wax and extract the honey from the dash. Honey from the what? For barrels, or maybe for set off. Getting it? So they
Yes,
can
sir.
ask you any question over there. You're going to focus on the exact words over there. All right. So like this, you're going to have these questions and answers of them. Next, if you're going to go for the next one, 20 to 23 questions. Now here you're going to have only 4 questions. Now, for example, label the diagram below. Choose one or two words. See, as I've told you before, they're going to ask you some questions. One or two words from the reading passage for each answer. Write your answers in boxes 23 to on your answer sheet. Okay. So how are you going to write the answer in one or two words only? One or two words only. All right. Now you're
Yes,
not going to put there anything else apart from this one or two words. Now, for example, see, they have asked you a question over here, according to them, for 21 and 20. Where is that? 23. 21, 21, 22, 23, 20. Yeah, sorry. 21 to 23. So you are going to just have there exactly what is this type of call. Is this honeybee? What is this 23? You're going to just write there the answers according to yours. They might have given you in the question paper. These are the things that you are going to write there the answers of them. All right.
yes, sir.
Next one, if you go for this 24, question 24 to 27. All right. Now see, they have given yes, no, and not given, not true and false. Again, if you see over here, do the following statements agree with information given in reading passage 2 in boxes 24 to 27 questions. Now, yes and no and not given. Now, the Egyptians keep bees on the banks of the Nile. Now, if you see it is yes, so you're going to just write there yes, yes only. All right. And if it is no, then write there no. And if it is not given, then write there not given only, according to the answers. Is that clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
true false will contain true false, not given will contain not given, yes or no, etc. All right. Next one. Now passage 3. Now this is the toughest passage. Passage 3 is the toughest passage. You're going to spend there maximum 20 minutes, or maybe if you're wasting there your lesser 20 minutes, then you're really great, and you're going to have here around 20 to 25 minutes over here in this passage. Read it carefully, because this passage could be a longer and could be a difficult one. For tourism, they have given. Now, you should spend there about 20 minutes according to them. Questions 28 to 41, which are based on reading passage 3 below. After seeing the passage over here, 28 to 32. Now, if you see here, reading the passage 3 has 6 paragraphs. Okay, A to F. Choose the most suitable heading for each paragraph from the list of headings below. Write the appropriate numbers I to 6 in the boxes in your answer sheets. All right. Now, sheet has paragraph D has been done for you as an example. Okay. D paragraph has been done for you for an example. This one. Now you are going to just give them the heading according to them. What could be the suitable heading? For example, the politics of tourism, the cost of tourism, justifying the study of tourism, tourism contrasted with the travel, the essence of modern tourism. All right, they are going to give you the answers. Now in the question, in the answer sheet, you're going to just write there, for example, 28. Answer 28, 29, 20. 9 and 30. So paragraph A, you're going to write that. Paragraph B, paragraph C. And what about this one? A and B and C. If you're writing like this, will they give you correct?
We have to just write the numbers, Roman numbers.
Yeah, exactly. If you're writing even A, B, C, D, E, they are going to give you absolutely correct over there. All right, they're not going to jerk you off over there. So if you're writing there A, B, C, or D, it will be correct. But if you're writing the paragraph A, paragraph C, paragraph D, it is much more better than this one. All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
suppose if you have at the end of the exam, if you have 5-10 minutes with you, so you can check your answers once again. So you'll come to know, yeah, are ye wala ye hai. Means what, this question is what from this one, and this question is from that one. So you'll come to know easily the answers. What are the answers you have written? All right.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions regarding this one, which I have taught you till now?
No, sir. It is absolutely clear.
Yeah. Now the last one is what? So the second last over here, 33 to 37. Now do the following statements agree with the views of the writing in reading passage 3. In the boxes you are going to have here yes or no and then not given. Now see the example they have given. People who can't afford to travel watch films and TV. This is what not given. Means what, it this was the answer, means this statement wasn't given in the passage. So you're going to write there yes, no, or not given. For example, tourism is a travel subject. Yes or no? Next, an analysis of deviance can as an abstract model for the analysis of tourism. Yes or no? So no, yes, or not given. No, yes, or not given. And the last one you're going to have over here, listen this one, because this can help you a lot to conclude the topic, because this could be tricky. Just go and use a brain over there while answering them. For example, now choose one phrase A to H. Choose one phrase between A to H. List of phrases to complete each key point below. Write appropriate letters A to H in boxes in your answer sheet. Now, the information in the completed sentence should be an accurate summary of points made by the writer. Now, whatever you're writing over there, it will make a context and it will make a good summary of writing. Now, for example, NB, there are more phrases A to H than sentences too, so you will not use them all. You may use any phrase more than once. You may use any phrase more than once. Means what, they have given the answers that if you're using one phrase again and again, you can use it. All right, means it is not your fault. For example, our concept for tourism arises from local people and their environment, or places seen in everyday life. You can answer there both of them. All right.
Yes, sir.
So you can just answer like this away, and you can just solve your paper of writing. Oh, sorry, reading. Getting, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Now today I'll send you this first book, and you're going to solve this problem. Which one? Page number 20, I think. The first one. Page number 40. Sorry, page number 40. All right.
Yes, sir.
So page number 40, you're going to solve this one. Before that, page number 20 also contains one more passage. Just do the exercise of test 1 and test 2. Test 1 of reading and test 2 of reading. Okay.
Yes,
And then
sir.
show me tomorrow as you have answered them. I will check it tomorrow as well. All right. And see, it is the first day. That's why I'm just leaving a little bit earlier. Otherwise, our timing will be there till 6:15. All right.
Yes, sir.
Every day we'll have class till 5 to 6:15. So this is what the first day. That's why I'm just going a little bit slow. And see, we're going to have 5 days reading, 5 days speaking, 5 days listening, and 5 days writing as well. All right. Now, today just share this, means just have it once, and in detail I'm going to show you tomorrow what other things you're going to conclude in your reading especially. All right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Good. Any questions over here?
No, sir. Sir, we have to write the answers in notebook.
Yeah. You can write down the answers in the notebook. No problem at all. Just you can just do there one thing, that you can just make one sheet like this. See, make one sheet like this with 40 numbers. With 40 numbers. See here. Okay. Make one page like this for 40 numbers, and then you're going to write down the answers over there in front of them. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you can just check out the answers if you want, so otherwise I'll check it down, no problem at all.
Okay.
But if you're not checking up, then it is really awesome. I will check it down tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, any doubts over here?
No, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir. It's
All
absolutely,
right. Yes,
it's absolutely clear.
that's really good. All right, then I'm going to send you directly, and apart from this one I'll be adding you to our batch of recordings. The lectures which are getting recorded will be given to you, so you can go through the lectures once again after class. Okay? Hello?
It will be shown on app now.
Yeah, it will be shown on app.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, you will get these lectures on the application. I think you might have downloaded already the application, right?
Yes. I've done it many days
Yeah,
before.
I'll do one thing. I'll add you in one class of IELTS, and I'll provide you their recordings at night, so you can go through the recordings once. All right? All right, then we'll see you tomorrow. Cheerio.